Well, good morning from Arizona. My name is Bill Southern, and I have a channel called Nugget Shooter Journals, and you are here. Today we're going to talk about rattlesnakes a little bit. And I live in Arizona, and we see a lot of rattlesnakes. And it's always controversial for me when I do what I'm doing today. And last night, the wife went out to the chicken coop, Tammy. Most of you know who she is. And there was about a 4-footer stretched out in front of the door of the hen house, and very non-aggressive. Beautiful snake. She's kind of a gray with some really nice white diamonds. But the snake was totally non-aggressive. Didn't want to harm anybody. Didn't want to bite anybody. All I did was go out there with a stick and coax her into a bucket. I didn't have to noose her or any of my usual ways that I catch them. And I feel they belong here. We were here second. The snakes were here long before us. They aren't out to get you. I mean, if you're not paying attention to what you're doing, you step on one, well, you're probably going to get bit. You mess with them, play with them, fiddle with them when you're drinking beer, yep, probably going to get bit. As a rule, they're valuable to the environment. They belong here, and I release them. I catch and release if at all possible. Yes, I've killed some snakes. Sometimes you just have to. There's no way around it. So anyway, we're gonna walk up into this little wash right here and get her away from the road. And there's no houses anywhere around here, and we're gonna take her out here and let her go. And I'm gonna let you watch me do that. And we caught a couple little baby ones. I released one not too long ago, and I'm thinking this might be mama. I'm not sure. But anyway, the bucket's right over here. It's got a planter in it, and she's right there in that 5-gallon bucket. And we're going to tote her out here and give her freedom. And as far as being scared of snakes go, there's no reason to fear these things, really. There's just another animal out there. If you fear all snakes, I don't get it. Some people do. They just want to kill them all. Then you got the group of the hardcore guys that just want to kill every rattlesnake they see to save the world. Well, if the world was being destroyed by rattlesnakes, you'd see a lot more bites happen. And like I said, if they bit everything big that walked around in the desert, you wouldn't have horses, cows, deer, rabbits, sheep, anything. There wouldn't be anything out here. But that's not the case. They eat rodents and as a main diet, and maybe a bird here and there. And they actually do the environment a lot of good keeping those critters down. So, despite all the rants I'm going to get about being so stupid to let the snake go and yada dada and ho-de-do, that's just me, my friends. And let's get this show on the road and get her let go so I can go have breakfast. Alrighty, here we go. We're going to go over here. The Hassayampa River isn't far away from here, but there's really no reason for people to monkey around back in here. And I'm going to get far enough away from the road right here that she's not going to have to crawl out there to try to find a sunny spot to lay and warm up. And I am quite aware of my surroundings, because sometimes when you're letting a snake go, you see a snake. So we're going to let her go right over here in this wash. And I've used this wash a few times before. It's convenient. It's about 5 miles from my house and about the same from anybody else. Nice safe space for her, and we'll let her go right in here. Yep, right here. Okay, and no, the snake's not going to chase me. Nice piece of copper ore here that we had in the bucket, or in the yard. I just kind of used it in the bucket. So anyway, I'm going to get the rocks out of this bucket. We're going to open it up. I'm going to show her to you. I'm going to kick the bucket over and let her go. All right, this snake just had a buggy ride on the floor in a bucket. And you would think when I open this thing up, it's just going to go crazy and attack me and try to kill everybody around. But here we go. It's not the case. And there she is. I say she because it appears to be a female. And we're going to toss the top over there. And she's calmly looking at us, got her tongue out, trying to figure out what's going on. And no rattling. The snake is totally non-aggressive. Doesn't understand what's going on. Last thing she knew, she was kind of stretched out in front of our chicken coop, getting ready to hunt for mice for the night. So all I'm going to do is simply kick the bucket over and let her crawl out. Quite simple. That way you don't get bit. But you don't see a lot of aggression there. You really don't have to be as scared of them as people are, my friends. If you're going to be out in the desert, face the facts, they live here. Okay, over we go. And you can see the shadow there. She's hardly even moving. We're going to pick up the back of this bucket and do that. And there you go. One of Arizona's beautiful creatures. It's kind of cool. You can see their tracks. When you see these kind of tracks in a wash or something, you know there's a snake. That's a good sized snake. It's about a 4-footer. Pretty close. So I'm guessing 4 or 5 years old. Just kind of down there checking out its new environment. And it's going to go find itself a place to stay. And I'm going to go home and feel pretty good about one more that didn't get chopped up in a million pieces by somebody scared to death of it. And like I said, a lot of times fear just comes from lack of understanding, and other times it comes from, well, just plain fear of snakes. So anyway, I'm not trying to insult anybody, don't take me wrong. How you feel about snakes is up to you. This is how I feel about snakes. And you can tell which way she's going in this track by the push marks, like right here where she pushed. And there she is over there. Look at her looking at me now. Now she's going, okay, Buster, you leave me alone. Now, if I walk up to her, since I've let her go a little ways, she's warning me right now. Or he. I'm figuring it's a female, like I said, because of the banding on the tail. That snake's not going to bother anybody. It's looking for a place to coil up for the day and get out of the sun. And we're going to go ahead and just let her do that. One more good look. That snake's looking right at me. It's not going to come running at me to get me or anything like that. All right? There you go. Beautiful Arizona Diamondback. Gonna have a good life simply because it was given a break when most people would have killed it. Anyway, off we go. And besides, I feel like I get lucky when I let the desert creatures go or help them. I think I get nuggets for that. Huh? Anyway, let's get out of here. Oh, and before I get out of here all the way, I should say, the snake and Nugget shooter out.